Hi YouTube. So I'm back with sort of like a roundup from the first 14 days, or actually probably the past 10 days from Stitch Mania. I was supposed to do a vlog. It didn't happen. There's just been so much going on with having the house, the work done on the house, and there's just constantly people here all the time. Noise from about 8 o'clock in the morning till about 4, people knocking on the door, people turning up, building inspectors, everything. So I found it quite difficult to just get 5 minutes peace, to be honest. So today is Sunday, the 14th of May. I'm going to give you a quick update of where I've got up to. Trying to be really quick because my phone keeps saying there's not enough memory. So I'm trying this on the iPad and I'm hoping that it's going to work. So, whiz through it. Thursday the 4th of May was the traditional sampler by Moira Blackburn. Didn't get as far as I wanted to on this. All I managed to do was to fill in some of the door. I did this bit wrong at the top. It didn't work out as I'd planned, and there's I've left a gap there because that's where the door handle goes. So I did want to get that finished right down to the bottom, but it just didn't happen. So never mind, what can you do? So that was the 4th. The 5th was this little wise words bookmark. Hardly did anything on this. So it's supposed to be an owl, not that you could tell. This is his ear. I probably put in about a few stitches throughout the whole day. So I think it's going to be a long time before it looks like a bookmark. Then the 6th and 7th we were in London that weekend. So I did have plans to sort of do loads on the train because it's about 2 hours from where we are. Didn't happen. All I did was some of this I can't remember whether I did all of it or just some of it. I might have done all of it, I can't remember, but the that's all I did. So this is the Emma Congdon design, and it was from Cross Stitch Crazy. I've seen quite a few people have done this on Instagram and it looks really good, so I need to get a move on with it. The 8th was the traditional wedding sampler, All You Need Is Love. Supposed to look like that. I managed to fill in the V because it has little pink hearts in, and started working on this blue, which I love. This is like a lovely blue colour, pale blue, and it's got cream in it as well. So still a fair way to do that. That's also, I got the latest, I think I got the latest World of Cross, 1 second. Yeah, this World of Cross Stitching. This chart, this is mentioned in there like as a beginner friendly one to do. It's nice, so I just need to get on with it. Right, the 9th. So the 9th was the Woodland Creatures. Now I struggled with this because I literally spent about 30 minutes in the morning trying to figure out where the chart was located. So on the back of this it says, there's thread and everything everywhere, that it's in Cross Stitcher. Issue 284. So I'm looking through all of the magazines and I was thinking, where is the chart for this? And I knew I got it around the time that I was in hospital. Excuse me. I've had a roast dinner and 2 glasses of wine and now I'm super thirsty. Anyway, sorry. So it was in this cross stitch collection, which is not called Cross Stitcher. Now, I understand that these 2 people in the front of it are the people that were in the front of Cross Stitcher, that are the editors. But that's not Cross Stitcher. So I couldn't find, so I was looking for Cross Stitcher and this fell open, luckily, on, oh goodness me, the page it's meant to be on. So they're what the things are supposed to look like. So I started off with the fox. And I managed to get that done. I was going to put little beads in for his eyes as well. Thought he'd stopped recording then. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that one as well. I'm just going to shove all this on the floor for now. So that was the 10th. The 11th was the letter library, the giraffe. I showed this in the last video. It's supposed to look like... Oh, gosh. Oh, come on, where are you? It's always typical, isn't it? Like, you can't find it. That's what he's supposed to look like. Did him on just a little scrap of Ada. Changed the colour, so I'm doing that purple. And then this teal and a brown colour as well. So I managed just to actually sit down on the 10th, which was Wednesday, and get some decent progress in on him. The 11th, there's literally bits of stuff everywhere. The 11th was the Mill Hill Gingerbread House Kit. So I was really excited to start this. Just because I love all the beads that come with it. I love the idea of them, but actually doing them is another thing. Gingerbread house, I've had this for ages. This is all I got started on. I can't even tell you what part of the house that is meant to be. So I just did some white and some of the brown. So it's going to be a long time before I even get onto these beads. Then the 12th. So the 12th was a bit of a nuisance, to be honest, because I originally had Beauty and the Beast in the plans to do on the 12th only. Now I've decided that I need to swap that. Well, I was given some advice to swap the fabric out, and that's definitely what I need to do. But I haven't got round to ordering the new fabric yet. So I was like, right, what can I do instead? So I pulled out the very first thing that I started on for Maynia. Now it's in a bit of a mess at the moment because I made a mistake. So just ignore the mess. But it's the J.R.R. Tolkien, Not All Those Who Wander Are Lost. That one. I love this. And I mainly love it because of the thread that I'm using, the anchor thread. So yeah, I worked on that instead because I haven't got the fabric. I haven't ordered any fabric yet for Beauty and the Beast. I need to do that, but I just haven't got round to it. Then, so did that on the 12th. Yesterday was Home Sweet Home. Yesterday again, we were out all day at the first birthday party. All I did in the morning was some of the H from the Home Sweet Home. Hardly got any time in. It probably about 20 minutes max, and that was interrupted as well because the builders came. Then today, the 14th, oh, I am supposed to be working on the J.R.R. Tolkien one. So the mistake that I made when I did it the other day is I messed up. This is meant to be the awl. I messed it up. It's in the wrong place. So I need to take that out and sort it. But to be honest, like it's 5 to 9 and I am tired. I'm so tired. Like today we had quite a messed up weekend really, because Friday was the rugby meal for my fiance. So he didn't get until 3:30 in the morning. Woke me up. The builders came at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. And I woke up and I unlocked the door, but they didn't realise the door was unlocked. So they knocked on the door. And then once you're up, you're up. Then we were out all day yesterday at the party. Didn't get until about close to 10 probably. And then this morning I actually managed to sleep in. Like the builders were supposed to come, but they didn't. They didn't come today. So instead we've been out. Oh God, I can't pick it up, it's so heavy. Floor shopping. So we're trying to match the kitchen floor to the extension. We went to this place in Liverpool to try and match it up, and we think we found the right one in this book, but in order to borrow the book you have to pay a deposit, so it's like a tenner, and then they let you check it. So I had a quick look before when I came in, and I think we found the one that matches. And yeah, and that's it. We went for dinner, went for a roast dinner, and now it's like 9 o'clock and I'm home and I'm exhausted. And I'm worried about starting that now. I'm messing it up. But tomorrow, what am I on tomorrow? The 15th, so it's the traditional wedding sampler again tomorrow, which will be nice because I quite like working on that. There was something else I was going to show you and I can't remember what it was. Oh, this. So last night, after we'd been to the birthday party, we stopped at Tesco and I was like, I'll need to have a look. So they had this magazine and they also had Cross Stitch Crazy. But this one came, I've not even got them because they're upstairs, just next to the bed. It might show you what's this. It shows you. It came with 2 things of thread and this little, this booklet for cards, loads of different cards in, like patterns of cards. So I got that, cut myself somehow. I haven't even really flicked through this properly, but one thing I did see, because I took it in the car today, was this, and I thought this was just adorable. Happiness is a rainbow of new thread skeins, which I thought was, it's by Doreen Jones. Yeah, who's done like the Lakeside salon stuff. So yeah, I liked that. I haven't really looked at much else. There was a cute little woodland thing, but it's the type of thing that I never end up doing it. And I showed my fiance in the car and he was like, yeah, that's lovely, but you think you should do the stuff that you've got? Alright, he's got a point, like. There's loads of, look at these little, it says get ready for Father's Day with our guy-friendly designs. So they're cute. But I don't think, my dad's not the type that would particularly appreciate a stitch card, I don't think. But there's some lovely dad things in. Oh, this is cute. What's this called? Oh, it's Margaret Sherry. These little things. Anyway, I'm not even supposed to be flicking through this. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a cup of tea, put all this mess away, make a cup of tea, and then I feel like having a bath and getting into bed and reading that. So yeah, tomorrow I've got to do the traditional wedding sampler and then the 16th cookies and cream. And I really want to try and get that, I was going to pick it up, but it's not, I don't know where it is. I really want to try and get that finished if possible. And then again the woodland Christmas kit, then the gingerbread house, then this one seems to crop up like quite a lot. I think I did that on purpose because I love it. So if I could get that finished through Maynia, I'd be really happy, even if I just managed to get that one done. But I've messed up the, this is not in the right position. And I think some of it, like, I'm not making excuses, but I think that some of it is because I'm interrupted all the time. Like, sit down to do it, there's someone at the door, or there's someone at the back door, then there's someone at the front door, then someone's ringing. But anyway, I would show you the extension, but it's going dark outside now. It's 9 o'clock, so I'll show you it another time. Hopefully that's supposed to be done on Friday. Looking at it and I'm thinking, I think it's a long shot to get that done by Friday. We've got part of a wall on the right hand side and then a little part of a wall on the left hand side, but you know, when you're trying to imagine what it will look like, I'm struggling at the moment. I mean, they've got loads done this week, but I'm just not used to having people here constantly, like, you know, just all the time needing stuff. But anyway, I shouldn't moan because I need the extension doing. So I think that is it. I have got, which I was going to show you, I will show you if I can reach it. So the other week, I say the other week, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hang on. I went to my fiance's grandma. This has nothing to do with Stitch Maynia, by the way. And she said, she gave me like stuff that she did in like little containers and stuff. She also gave me this, and she said she'd started it and she was never going to finish it. And it's a, so it's a stamped, that's the back, cushion kit. I don't know if you can see that very well. So she's done this bit, and she said to me, she's like, oh, you could finish it off, and I will do. Like, the only thing I don't understand now, I've literally, it's come with nothing, just, well, no instructions, just these, like, So I've got no idea, like, how much of this are you supposed to use? Like, how many threads? There's some labels in here. So it says it is DMC. I know that looks like a different one. Oh, I don't know. That looks like, it says Colour Fast. I don't know. I can't, 502. It says it is 25 metres. Oh, God, I'm so silly. These are the labels of the colours that she's used. But I mean, to be honest, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with them. So does anyone know, like, how, when it's like this, but how many are you supposed to use? Like, what are you supposed to... So she's given me, I think she's given me all the colours, like, that I can see. But what are you supposed to do with them? I don't know. I'd love to finish it though, because I mean, it is lovely. Hang on, is that the back? That's the front. It is really nice, and I would like to finish it. But I've got no clue what I'm supposed to do with it. No instructions. Maybe I could... Does anyone know what this is called? Like, I know, obviously I know it's a cushion, but is that cross stitch, or is it like tapestry? Because it's really thick. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I got that. I've seen loads of things that I want. Prairie school, excuse me, prairie school charts. So thirsty. Trick or treat. I've been looking at loads of them online, but I sort of feel like I shouldn't really buy anything until I've actually got the rest of this stuff finished, because the stash is just going to keep growing. And obviously there's more in the stash. I've just selected things for Stitch Mania. There's tons. So yeah, I might put off, but I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to get Trick or Treat, or just anything. I think I want something a little bit darker. But then the thing is, I don't know where. We could put them in the bathrooms, I suppose. But I quite like I'm seeing loads on Flosstube of darker stitches, like darker patterns, and I really like them. So yeah, but I suppose I need to finish this stuff first. But it's just so tempting. Like, I love buying new things. Like with the magazine that I got last night, it was made up. And it's just a magazine, but it's something new and something different. And I love the idea of when things come in the post. I mean, I've got a jumpsuit coming in the post this week, but that's nothing to do with stitching. I love receiving post. I mean, I don't, bills and that. They just don't do it for me. But stitchy post, I love. Right, that's it. I've rambled on for 18 minutes. So, plans are to try and get a bit more stitching in. Try my hardest to actually stick to. I mean, I've been sticking to it. And like, as soon as I get up in the morning, the first thing I've been doing is coming down and checking the good old list to see what's next. So I'm going to keep doing that. And I think what I'll do is possibly next Friday or next Saturday, I'll do the next week's upload. I think I'll try and do them weekly. And also, I need to update, my Instagram, because I'm way behind with that. So I might do that now, actually, while I've got all the stuff out. I'm just talking to myself now, so I'm going to go. But thank you so much for lovely comments and for watching, and for those of you that have subscribed. Thank you ever so much. It's so exciting when you go on and check and like someone's left a comment, and it's lovely to be able to speak to people and like to connect with people, because nobody around me does cross stitching, and I'm really new, and I feel like I need some sort of guidance. So it's lovely that people have reached out and have spoken to me. So yeah, so I hope everyone has a great week. I hope Stitch Mania is going well for you all, and take care, and I will see you soon.